What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Project Elevate, and today we got part 2 of the tutorial series on the post moves. And in the first part, we covered mentality, so if you haven't checked out that video, go ahead and check that out. It's important to think about the game before you actually start working on these moves. That way you know why you're actually working on these moves. But now it's time to kind of figure out what you're doing in the post, go through all the basic controls. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's jump into it. All right, so the first thing we want to talk about is the post engage. So you do that by holding LT. And from here, you can do a whole lot of things. You can kind of move in. You're in this kind of protected dribble. So move forward, backwards. This is what the movement looks like. Moving, pushing up on the stick, pushing down on the stick, right on the stick, left on the stick, diagonal, which is probably where you're going to use the most, is a little diagonal. Okay, so from here, you can do a shoulder fake. You can do a drive fake. You can switch hands. You can do a protracted dribble. So those are your absolute basics, right? But you still have a whole host of other options that you can do. By holding the right trigger, you can do kind of an aggressive, like half spin almost. This is super useful and very underutilized. So get comfortable with that, because we're going to use that further down the line to mix in a whole bunch of different combos. So again, while holding, you're just tapping left or you're tapping right. Essentially, you're tapping towards the ball hand. Now, if you tap towards the non-ball hand, you can do an aggressive drive fake like that. Okay, and from here, you can also spin by rotating the stick. If you're on this side of the post, it's going to be counterclockwise. On the other side, it will be clockwise. Okay, and we'll mix in some more of this stuff, but on the spin, there's a couple different things you can do. So you can do a half spin. So that's rotating and then holding the left stick towards the middle of the court, rotating and pushing away. So left on the stick in this case, you can do that a little behind the back escape. Right, so as you can see, there's already a lot of variation you can do. You're not going to use everything all at once. You're going to kind of read the defense and you're going to make it move quick. That's going to be the biggest thing, making a quick move. All right, so let's talk a little bit about post engagement without dribbling. So while you just catch the ball, you haven't dribbled yet, you can do a whole bunch of different types of things. So you can do like a forward pivot like that. You can also do a reverse pivot like that. So letting go of the trigger without moving the stick. From here, you can do different jab steps. We are going to get into triple threat stuff down the line as well, but just a couple things you can do. Again, you can do a shoulder fake, a little drive fake. They're a little different because now it's kind of like a little pivot. We'll do a hard swing like that. And down we'll protect the ball up. So all this is while engaging the post with the left trigger. You can also spin out of this, just like you did when you had your dribble going. All right, now as far as basic shot types go, left or right or down on the stick are all going to give you different post fade to different areas of the court. So this is going to give you a post fade to the baseline. So it'll give you a post fade going inside. Okay, so most of the time you are going to be shooting from a dribbling position though. So the controls are very similar. You have your post fade to the baseline, post fade to the inside. You have your post fade away. You see LeBron doing that with the shot a lot. Have your basic hook shots. So keep in mind, the hook shot, the full hook shot is going to be up on the stick, the right stick, and keeping the left stick neutral. If you're pushing the left stick in a direction, you're going to get a post layup, little drop step type of layup like that. Also keep in mind that the full post hook requires timing, while the post layup does not. Backing down the post, both triggers and hold up on both sticks. You're going to go for a post dunk. All right, and this year, shimmy post shots are tied to the double throws. So you're going to go down, up. You're going to get that little shimmy hook shot. Okay, and now possible this year, which you couldn't really do last year, is a swing through into a little running hook. Okay, so in order to do this, you gotta reverse pivot like that, let go, and then just kind of go through without holding turbo. If you hold turbo, you won't get a smooth animation like that. You have to do that without holding turbo. And then to do the running hook, you're gonna angle down and away. So if you come in from this side, down and to the right. All right, so understanding the movement of the post, the positioning of the post, is going to be such a huge key. Knowing when to kind of like shift over, steal your defender. All right, guys, and I know this was a basic tutorial, but I had to get this out of the way so we can build on it, so I can reference back to it. In case you're brand new to the post or brand new to NBA 2K, I know most of you aren't, but we're definitely going to get into some more complex stuff and really start cooking in the post. So make sure you check out the next video, part 3, where we start bringing all this stuff together. Talk about some open unders, combinations, mixing these jab steps, fakes, and all that stuff, spins, to really start cooking in the post. This is Project Elevate. Till next time, elevate your grind, game, yourselves, and each other. Peace.